Alright. Let's see how this goes. Oh, come on. That's no fun. There we go. Knowing the Alliance, that Overseer has to be like 660. Also knowing the Alliance, I'm not surprised by this. Good lord. Morning, Cloud. Reroll. Didn't catch that at first. I guess Valk is his emo counter if we squint. I am definitely punching up here. It's a tough one. And of course they get a really good run late. There goes my Ant-Man. Hey, Eric. This month, Cloud. Yeah, it's pretty new. They are fun. Whoa! How did I literally forget how many hits there were in his special? That's so embarrassing. He is freaking frame perfect with those specials today. do not appreciate it. Hey, Illusion. I'm doing pretty good. Aside from eating a Killmonger special, too, that's definitely the most embarrassing thing that's happened thus far. Oh, they definitely paused. Come on, man. Don't be like that. Hey, Antrasis. Hey, Jason. Holy hell! That doesn't clear? I feel like my life is a lie. That was dumb. That's on me. But I'm just still so distraught. And that looks like it definitely cleared. I'm so confused. And this one did. What the heck happened to that one heavy? And why isn't he dashing? There we go. And unfortunately, protection comes back, so we shouldn't have dropped it that soon because he was still in aura. I'm so confused about that one heavy. Throw off the whole game plan. Hey, Nick. Hey, Kaitu. Havoc. How's it going, everyone? Yeah, no, that one was entirely on the heavy that didn't land. Because that was both health and speed. I think we would have been in a good shape there. Excuse me. Alright, well, Get this jerk. I got very lucky on the evade there. Shouldn't have happened. Bad idea. I was hoping the stun would catch them once. That's okay. A pauser and a Loki emote user. That sounds like a very cool person right there. I'm sure that they are incredibly respectful of waitstaff. Alright, let me catch up on chat. Found this season the spread of opponents I've gotten is tighter, rarely matched into someone way below me, made the climb a lot more difficult. Yeah, it's definitely tricky. I don't know about everybody in Chaos. I do have at least one friend there still, I believe, and I don't think they pause, but you may be right about a general trend. What do I think about rank 2 Sig 20 Elsa or any rank 5 skill? I think either is fine in Trasis. There's good reasons for both. I'd probably go Elsa because if I have a good 7-star, I probably want to rank them. Morning, John. Feel like Photon is easier than I thought. Yeah. I mean, of course she's not free. She's intended to be a real defender, but I think that she's getting way overhyped by people playing incursions or just going into EQ, not reading her kit and going, wow, why did I die with Nick Fury? This is bullshit. Hey, Laser. Yeah, it makes sense, Havoc. Hey, Magnus, welcome. Final incursion reset today. Isn't it? Is it still? Is it still every 5 days? That's what I thought it was. In which case, there would actually be one more. But maybe it is weekly. I forget if they changed it. Thanks, John. It's gonna be a bit of a grind. There was just so much content this week. I just did not have that much time. If I secretly use Hercules for everything laser, it's even more of an argument for nerfing him because mine is rank 3 Sig 20. Would have liked to take Ant-Man there. No, I know it was a joke. So was mine. Nice, Aiden. That definitely comes along. Who do you mean, Havoc? Hey, Easy, how's it going? That would be insane, John. And it is definitely not what happened to me. I am so tired of the AI on this thing. Dude! I'm getting tilted over inputs. Are you serious? Am I even holding the iPad right now? Hey, Faust. Oh, look, another pauser. Oh, I get you, Havoc. I'm glad you're enjoying Adam. Can't be sure he paused? I'm pretty darn sure. Sasquatch was way over his healing threshold. I'm comfortable making that call, thank you. No crits. I'm going to scream. Okay, I got lucky there. I'll take the... Got Thronebreaker with Jugs. Congrats. I'm not a fan of Jugs, but I'm glad it worked out for you. Rang Ford Sandman the other day to make me feel better. Huge help for war. Nice, man. Yeah, I think the Luke Cage wasn't a bundle. I do like that one. I think pausing is becoming more prevalent because it hasn't been addressed. People feel like it's more acceptable. You may be right, but people should not be feeling like that. I think it's really important to remember that, like, game development cycles have a certain amount of inertia in them. I've talked about this before, but, like, when we agree something needs to be changed, that doesn't mean it's the top priority. And when we start working on changing it, it's probably going to need to be like, even if we start working on a solution right now, it might be past the submission date for the next build. It might be past the submission date for the build after that. Anything that we build has to be QA'd. Like, often, if we decide to fix something right now, the minimum lead time is usually like 2 months-ish. And so there were a number of problems with Battlegrounds that were higher priority, right? Like trying to get the mode more stable, trying to get seeding in, trying to improve the rewards progression so it was better for more people. I'd argue all of those were more important than addressing pausing. But that doesn't mean that we have signed off on pausing and we say, no, that's totally cool, that's an intended part of the game and it's going to be there forever. Expect some reckonings. And Trasis, this is going to be your only warning on that. We are not going to use homophobia as an insult on this channel. Tactic attacker for the upcoming set. Yeah. All for just removing the pause button in Battlegrounds. That... I feel like I can say this because I've seen enough people outside of Kabam say it. That doesn't actually fix the problem, because you can just, like, on iOS, swipe up and put the app in the background and pause it that way. Like, you have to remove the button to tell people not to do it, and then take action on it. And so that's a bit of a tech ask. And then, like I said, also a QA one. I would like us to do something along those lines. But it's not going to be immediate. Hey, Jive, thank you for the well wishes. My friend list is pretty full, honestly, but maybe at some point I'll have time to do another friendly stream. I don't expect it this season. Any time I spend playing Battlegrounds has to be dedicated to the climb. And thanks, Jive. I like the new badges as well. I've not made my selector choice. I still need to do the last round of the Brutal DLX challenge. Hate pausing, but it's not uncommon for me to unintentionally pause by swiping in a way that my iPhone interprets as switching out of the app. That's probably something that you want to get control over. Do I play much Marvel Snap these days? No, I don't. To be honest, I got kind of bored of it. Like, it's not that it's a bad game, but it wasn't doing it for me anymore. Like, it kind of scratched the card game itch because, like, its niche is, hey, you like Marvel stuff and you like card games, but you don't have time for full games of Magic the Gathering or Hearthstone, right? And, like, that's what it felt like for a while. But after playing a bit more, I was like, to feel like I can compete in this game, in the aggregate, I need to spend as much time on it as I would just playing games of Magic the Gathering, which I think is a deeper and more interesting card game anyway. So I would rather just do that. And that's no shade at anybody who does enjoy Snap. Um, but I just kind of decided that it wasn't a good investment for me. Hey Mike, how's it going? So Havoc pausing in the instance of what we're talking about is like for the I think the clearest example is this Sasquatch fight. If we look, they may not have actually paused. Successful hits 101 is insane. In which case, it's just that their bleeds didn't overcome willpower. It's so hard for me to process doing that little damage. Because the thing with Sasquatch is that, like, it's an easy timeout because he heals when he's below 30%, right? But it's only supposed to take him up to, like, 40. So I'm very confused by this score. Confused by both of those, honestly. Sometimes people play bad. Yeah, but, like, right, and my Sasquatch has no regen. Thank you for reminding me of that, Aiden. That's the thing. I guess, okay, but to address the question, when we're talking about pausing, the the two biggest things we normally mean are I am I have gotten my opponent's Nick Fury to 3%, and I know that if I hit them, I won't have time to get through their second life. And so I'm going to pause and take the score hit of those additional 10 seconds that are left in the fight, maybe even 40 seconds, but I still think that I can't get him down in that time, for the trade off of him having low health at the end of the fight and me having high health because I haven't had to fight Second Life Nick. And then the second most common thing is you see it whenever there's a power gain meta, like Power Snack and then they gain Prowess or something. It was all over in metas like that because the opponent getting to a special 3 was almost always a guaranteed kill of the attacker. And so it was better to pause the game and again just give up on the time points so that you could end the fight with you at 95% and the opponent at 80%, as opposed to the opponent at 80% and you at 0. The thing is that is very clearly not the intended spirit of the game. If the meta is, hey, special 3s are scarier, or if your opponent places a Mystic with max Mystic Dispersion and you don't deal with it, you are supposed to lose. And pausing gets around that. So at some point, we do want to change that. I'm sure there are ways to catch putting the app in the background, John. Yes. I do very much enjoy Magic the Gathering. Yeah, Jive. I haven't played as much recently, but I did play quite a bit of the Lord of the Rings set when it was early on. And I played a lot of I played a fair bit of March of the Machine. Not nearly as much as I wanted to. That set was so fun. Yeah, the rage stacking with protection. That's very true. No despair for sure. I think long-term Faust, we would like people to be able to move the striker button where they want it to, like a persistent customizable UI. But that's a significant engineering ask, and I think anything short of that probably isn't going to happen, because even if it's weird for you, I'd wager that the majority of the player base has now adapted to where the striker button is, and moving it would not be good for all of those people. So I'm not saying that's where it's going to be locked for all time, but I think that is going to stay the default position, yes. Yeah, and y'all in chat are making a good point about the scoring changes making pausing more prevalent. It doesn't mean the scoring changes were a mistake, because I think health mattering more is good, and I think the mode has overall become healthier when people are playing by the rules of engagement, but some people aren't cool. The coming soon mastery icons are actually gone, I think, Jive. Missed half that rant from buffering. Yeah, my internet clearly dropped out. Apologies about that. You may have to let me know what I need to say again. Does stalling the opponent count as pausing? No. Like, that's the thing. That we always said that in Vegas tournaments. That was the rule we arrived at. Pausing to avoid Nick Fury going into second life is, like, grade school behavior, let's say. Not cool. But actively stalling, not hitting Nick, not getting hit, playing it out and controlling the field for the remaining 20 seconds, that's fine. Now, I don't think a max time on pause helps at all, Minos, because then it's just, all right, well, you want to make sure that you get that Nick Fury down to 1% in the last 10 or 20 seconds so that you can pause. Like, no, that's that doesn't move the needle. Seems weird, but since Omega Sentinel is immune to ability accuracy reduction, is it normal that she takes Disorient against Domino in war? Yeah, Disorient is different because Disorient still reduces block proficiency. Yeah, I see Odysseus right below that. Your parries shouldn't fail? Yeah, I think you probably just parried a non-contact hit from Domino, which doesn't trigger the parry mastery, or doesn't trigger the stun from the parry mastery anyway. And I think that probably threw you. Hey, Wolf. Friends all to get together on Sundays for Commander. That's awesome. Yeah, that's very cool. I wish I had friends nearby who played. Yeah, Cloud. I've seen it pop up a number of times. I don't know how hard it is to build or any idea when it might be coming, but it is kind of a long-term goal. What if the game just restarted? We should have a way to tell the difference between the game crashing and restarting and somebody just putting it in the background. And then, oh no, I timed out. And for the edge cases that look like that in both, at this point, I'm willing to just take that hit, right? Like, pausing has become bad enough, it's gone on for long enough. I am okay if the solution is not absolutely perfect. I want us to catch the edge cases that we can, of course, because that's just good design. But I think we're also in don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good territory here, and something does need to be done. Nah, because if fight duration stops during the pause, Ninos, then that just means that you can stall out your opponent until they give up and go home. That's not cool at all. That's why a lot of games have timers. I'm honestly not surprised by that one. I felt a little guilty. Apologies to our opponent there. It's late enough in the season that I don't feel bad about punching down a little bit, but that was punching down a lot. What happened here? No, not another one. Have I noticed dexterity failed messages popping up in fights? They shouldn't. It's not all the time, but I've noticed it for sure. So, fun fact, I'm actually the one who built the new dexterity failed callouts. The ones for Domino, Heimdall, Void, and obviously Photon. I wanted to increase communication across all four of those. However, it is very, very difficult to check for that because there's not basically like the turning off dexterity implementation is messy. It's not really something that is consistent across all cases, and the one that works the best is also the one that's hardest to look for in the code, is I think the most I can say there. And so I did my best to catch edge cases, but at the same time, please let me know if there are any reproducible specifics that you notice that maybe I can go fix the logic for. Take care, Jive. Have a good one. Does replacing a champ before the boss count as utilizing a choice node? Yeah, that's the only choice node in those, isn't it? Yeah, like, isn't that the only choice node on those maps? Hey, Campo. Yeah, thank you for the good luck. I know you're closer than I am, though. It's gonna be a bit. 5 matches today, 2 wins, 1 loss, 2 forfeits. Yeah, that sounds about right. Thanks, Faust. I am very happy with them. Hey, Leninos, how's it going? No, skip choice node is not using it. Character select is using it. Fair enough. If I could thank the designer for Adam Warlock. Yeah, I'll pass it along. I'll try to, at least. And I'm glad you're having fun. Their next champion is, I'll just say, a certain upcoming high-profile character. Some good stuff in here. I think I'm gonna get rid of that Massacre. And that. Wouldn't quit, I would just fight for the fun of it. Yeah, some people are in a rush, though. Gold is a long way from where a lot of us want to be. I don't blame people for quitting out if they truly do feel hopeless. Who did I choose from the 7-star selector? I actually haven't gotten mine yet. But I am planning on Maw. I have 3 Mystic Tier 6 class catalysts, which is, at this point, most of the reason I'm holding on to that decision. Thank you. Needed her. Yes, please. Yeah, that's good. Hey, JJ, how's it going? If they don't have any wins, they'll quit. Yeah, there's also that. It's like you might as... There's nothing to lose, right? I feel pressured for time and I'm in Diamond. Yep, I'm honestly fully aware I may not make it. It's gonna be like all I'm doing this weekend. Actually, quite glad they didn't pick ball. Yeah, Loninos. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I hope we never, ever use this format for content ever again. I have absolutely despised doing this content, even though I like the fight design. Like, I think the quest designer did a good job, and if it was just the final quest, or just fewer lanes per quest, any of those things, I would be way more interested, right? Um, but the overall design of the event is just pulling teeth. Lulu, not now. Thank you, girl. Sorry, that's my dog. She decided now was a really interesting time to come up and sniff my hand. Come on. Alright, we're gonna wait out this lucky. Take care, Wolf. How's it going, Vega? A bit of a wind-up, but he does close things out quickly. Next live stream is Friday. Yeah. What do you mean persistent placement will be dead, Havoc? I don't follow. Oh, prowess power. Okay, that makes more sense. Yes, there will be another tactic. Some people have already caught the name of it in game. Um, One second. Picked Maw just because I like playing him. Yeah, I enjoy him quite a bit. Just got to draft Carl and Kate this round. Nice, man. I did take the screenshot earlier today. I did have all three of them banned in one go. Haven't been drunk enough this last month to do much BGs. That's fair enough. What kind of dog? She's a Labradoodle. Rescue, so may or may not be pure. We don't really care. She's very sweet. Yeah. Mysterio almost always goes on defense, where he often wins against Hulklings. But, yeah, he works on offense. So, we talked about this a little bit yesterday, Zode. Or, oh, sorry. That was actually a Nas stream, so of course you weren't there. Because I didn't stream yesterday. But, Guillotine 99 is different than the other no crit techs because she is intentionally built such that she can be allowed to crit via her pre-fight. And so even without the pre-fight, as far as I know, when something gives her guaranteed crits, she works, as opposed to the others where guaranteed crits kind of work sometimes. Oh, I know, Dangsor. We're working on some stuff for the border alliances. This was never intended to be the final fix for everything. Nice, Jay. Well, good luck. I don't fully agree with the 6 days versus three thing, Dangsor. I, especially as an officer, I felt like it was 6 days of war under the old system a lot more. It's something we'll be looking at. Yeah, but I don't think we're pulling back on time available. Sounds good, Campo. I'll check those out. Yes, that is a rank 5 Kate. Hey, Highline, how's it going, man? Nice, John. That's a good one. Back, Aiden. We are at noon. I shouldn't start another one. I have some playtesting to do, maybe some iterating. Platinum 4, it's been like a test. Things have been changing so much. Yeah, we're working on more tools to let officers clear out defense or just allow defense to be auto-cleared, etc. We're working on it. Yeah, JJ, I don't have one available right now for YouTube, but I'll take a picture and upload it somewhere I can access it later. Hey, Cream Cheese, how's it going? Nah, Sim. We'll we'll come back to this in November and talk about why I didn't take one more round. Uh, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. This one was gonna be a short one. I was hoping for a longer stream today, but there was some schedule miscommunication earlier on, or I probably would have been here about 45 minutes earlier. Is what it is. But thank you all for hanging out. Appreciate y'all, and I will for sure be back because, as you can tell, I have a lot of Battlegrounds still to do. But thanks and see y'all then.